think we have to help them. I think we have to, and I used to think that it would just happen naturally, but now I don't believe that. So I think we do, I'm not a big affirmative action person, but I do think we need some affirmative action kind of rules. I think also that there's a natural instinct, and I think that we need to be supportive of some flexible situations. So for instance, in my own company, I mean, I mentioned about going on mat leave and not taking much time off. But then just before my son was 2.5, I took an entire 6 weeks off. And I said to my partners, I need to go away and have this time. And they said, sure, go have that time. So it's about also articulating what you need. And I never went back to work on a Friday after I had my child. I worked, but oftentimes I'd be, if you phone me at 10:30 in the morning, I was usually at the Vancouver Aquarium eating a snack with my kid, and it was just before nap time, and I needed to get home for him to have his nap and for me to do my next hour of work, because I'd already done 2 hours work from 6 to 8 when he woke up, and then hung out. And I had a nanny, but I was not interested in that nanny raising my youngest child. And so I think it's about giving yourself permission, and I think it's about giving the men permission. So when we co-founded MSI, which was the company that I co-founded and ran, again, I said I didn't take the title of president at the beginning, because I said I don't want to be the one that has to be here at 5 p.m., but I will do this job and everything that needs to be done. So I operated that business. Everybody who knew that business knew I operated it, but the CEO title went to somebody else upon agreement that that's the way we would subdivide all the tasks, and I didn't care. But what it gave me was the ability to pick up my child every day that I was in town from school, and that's what I did. And then I came home and I worked when I needed to, so I got it done. And then because of me, we then had a lot of women directors where we gave them the ability to work from home 2 days a week because they had young kids. And my partners, even though they trusted me to do it, they'd be like, well, I don't know, and I'd be like, but you trusted me. Just give it to them and we will get way more than you imagine back. We've given them their flexibility back. They're professionals. They will do this job. So I think it's about finding different ways. It's much more common now, but even today people get themselves all hung up about this, right? And I think we have to build better systems so that women can keep progressing through their careers as they get married and as they have kids. Because the reality in a relationship, if it's a heterosexual relationship anyway, which are the ones I can kind of know about, is that the women mostly owns that emotional relationship. And not in a bad way, it's equal partners, but we do different things. And so you just flat out need a little bit more time for that if to make it a priority. And so it's recognizing that and giving some flexibility about that. But it doesn't mean that they don't get the job done.